Signs that I'm trying to do a little bit too much all at once. We've got tape measure, which means I was measuring something, pieces for fixing a shelf that I didn't need but thought I needed, a microphone that I haven't used in the past month. I should really do something with that, huh? A container that usually holds my Switch. I haven't put my Switch away in a long time. Haven't really needed to. My notebook that holds all of my lists of things that I need to do, and there's a lot of things on those lists. There's so much stuff I have to do. My container that holds containers that hold stuff, usually small things. What is this? Space gun. Oh, that's for my keys. Yeah, my wallet. Not to mention a paper pad, my game controller, a bunch of coloring utensils, and then, of course, my art stuff. And just like that, completely organized. It took me longer than I wanted it to, and you know what? Sometimes that's just life. But it's true that an organized desk suggests a well-organized mind, so I always think it's important to check myself when my desk is getting too messy, when I can't find things easily, when I can't place things easily. And I think it's true. Now, we are running out of room, and there are a couple of panels that I'm thinking that I want to redo. There's some panels that I might want to insert and stuff, like I feel like maybe some conversation happening somewhere in between here, some close-up conversation happening when he is in town or whatever here, in the foreign city. I'm thinking about this other stuff, and it just feels like, let's see, this is fine-ish, gets here, and I think I want to show him back in town and he's talking to somebody and somebody distracts him and then he trips, because I think that would make sense. My mirror's dirty again. I can't keep it clean. That's okay. I was gonna say that I have Billie Eilish stuck in my head because my mom asked me to learn some of her music for my cousin niece. I treat her like a niece, even though I think she's technically my cousin. But, the technicalities aren't ever what's important, right? Actually, they're usually what's important, but we don't have to talk about that here because, yeah. This is YouTube. All the technicalities are terrible, right? So it doesn't matter. Oh, boy. We're just going to draw our guy falling, and then I'm going to have to come up with a plan for the next thingy-mabopper, because we're going to need more pages. This is a total of 6, 12, 18, 24. Yeah. Which means 24 pages, and I was thinking I would have text on the opposing page of every one of these, so that would be 24 times 2, which becomes 48. We did it, guys. Counting and stuff. It's great, Numbers. But yeah. The more pages I add, the bigger the book becomes, the different type of binding I'll need for the spine of the book. If you don't know what that is, that's like the spine of the book is this part. And I'm sure most of you know that, but just in case you don't, it's what holds the book together. It's the binding of the book. And depending on how the book is bound, this looks like this looks like they stitched the book together. You can see the stitches, glued paper around what was happening, and then bound the outside to the paper that goes around it. It's interesting when you look at how books are actually constructed. But at a certain point, you have to start making your books like the way that book that I just showed is. You have to have an actual spine. A lot of my older books, like the first book I made, was a staple book. You would just staple the spine together, and that was it. It's easy peasy. But it was also really small book. It was a short poetry book. That's better. The more pages you add, the bigger the book is, the less sense it makes to staple it. I would probably zoom in on this. Zoom. That was a TV show. Zoom. Does anybody remember that? That was from the 90s, I think. That was old. I always liked it, but I don't know how much of it I actually saw compared to how much of it actually existed, you know? It's a good show. You know, sometimes you gotta reflect on the things that you know, and Zoom is one of those things, I guess. We'll have our other character over here like, oops, oh no. Oh no. I think it'll be the square person. Oh no. There we go. And we have finished our spread of all of these up to this point. What if I was a jerk and made this the first book and a second book that you also had to buy to get the ending? That's terrible. Don't do that. That's awful. Never, ever, never do that. This mirror is disgusting. It's really not, but it looks like it is in the camera. Frickin' can't be clean to save my life. The mirror, not me. My desk is clean. You can see it. It's organized. I did it, right? So, yeah. Next time we'll probably have a new piece of paper to finish off what's happening here for this storyboard, and have a better organized plan of what's going to happen. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a really good day. Bye-bye.